Hey Libra, and welcome back to the Journey of Self. Guys, I just want you to excuse me. I was a little bit under the weather. I needed to keep my energy close in order to recover. So here we are. While I was down, I did have time to think. And I did think about new spreads for us. I did come up with this spread here. It is a 7-card spread, and it is called Where Do You Stand? Okay, this spread will actually tell you what the view of your partner is of you in this relationship and where you stand. And it also will give you some advice as well as best case scenario. Okay? Guys, I would also like to ask you to like, subscribe, and also share these videos with your friends and your loved ones. Okay? Also, too, feel free to visit me at The Journey of Self 1 on Instagram. You can also visit me at thejourneyofself.org online. Okay, that is my website. Guys, I'm also doing something a little bit new where I'm asking you guys to actually donate to my website, not monetarily, but artistically, to share with me at thejourneyofself@gmail.com. Things that I can share on my website on the wall, things that inspire us to continue on this journey in a positive way. If you guys can do that, I would greatly appreciate it. And that's all, pretty much all the announcements for now. So let's move right into it, Libra. Okay, let's start with the first position of this reading, and it is, how are you being viewed, or how are you feeling? A lot of cards flew out. Let's take it back. Let's dial it back a notch. Okay. All right, Libra, let's do it. All right, you're being seen as an air sign, the King of Cups. The King of Swords. Wow. In reverse. So, Libra, I might have to tell you something I had to tell Aries earlier. The sharp tongue, okay? All right, so let's move on to the next position, which is the action that is needed. All right? Cards are all over the place right now. The actions that are needed. The 4 of Pentacles has come out. Okay. And the prior card, the King of Swords. Okay. And the 4 of Pentacles. So that is in the action that is needed. You seem to be holding on to something, whether it is your purse strings or your feelings. It seems like this is the action that is needed. And you may also have sharp words for this person, or they may have sharp words for you. They may also be holding on to their feelings or holding on to their purse strings. All right, so what you can't control, or the variable in the situation, that is going to be this third card that is coming out, okay? What you cannot control and the variable in the situation, they are one and the same, okay? It depends on why you can't control it. Sometimes you can't control it because you don't see it coming. Okay, there is an offer that is possibly being made, but this can also represent children. This can also represent someone who is like a student, okay? It's also like a student, okay? All right. Now, your level of performance in this current situation, okay? Your level of performance. 2 cards just fell out. I'm actually going to pull another card for this position. Your level of performance, your current position in this relationship, okay? It's the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is probably why. The Ace of Swords is in reverse. The Ace of Swords is about truth. It is about new ideas that spark of intelligence, that spark of knowledge, okay? But it is also about that truth maybe not being spoken when it's in this position. Or maybe your truth is not clear because you're using harsh words, because you're recklessly cutting, because you're maybe saying things that don't necessarily need to be said. Okay? Now, for the 5th and the 6th card, there are 7 positions in this reading. Okay, let's go to the 5th and the 6th card. And we have here what needs to change or improve. Maybe you need to get out of your head so much. Maybe you're overthinking things. Maybe it's making you fearful, right? Because who likes being restricted? No one. In this card, you can see that this person is restricted. And the swords are all about thoughts, ideas. So this person is restricted in their mind in reference to the way that they should go. And it's leaving them feeling stuck and trapped. No one likes that feeling, right? So you need to get out of your head. The reason why you're feeling this way is because there is a decision that is not being made. Okay, maybe it's because you are not speaking your truth, but the answers to this situation and the effort that's needed, you definitely have this. This would be your highest level of performance. You have the intuition and you have the hard work and you actually have the knowledge. If you can go ahead and transmute this energy into something more positive, okay, you definitely have the knowledge. And even if that card, says, oh, it's about a truth not being spoken. The truth is had. It's just not being spoken. But the high priestess is here. So with that being said, you know exactly what to do. Okay. Now moving into the 6th position. Why is this happening? Why is all of this happening in this relationship? And it is because a wish fulfilled. It is because a wish that was hoped for. It could also be happening because of another air sign, an Aquarius in particular. Okay. Now let's go ahead. There can also be an offer from an earth sign. Okay. It can also be an offer from an earth sign. You can be dealing with an air sign. Okay. And why is this all happening? All right. Here we go. All right, so I'm doing something a little bit special, okay, for now, because I've been gone for a while. We need to do some catching up, and I don't want to waste anyone's time. So one of the things that I'm doing is, after I'm done with this portion, it's like the best of both worlds. Depends on what you prefer, okay? After I'm done with this portion, I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 of the Romance Angel cards by Doreen Virtue. Okay, that's going to be the closing of the first portion of the reading. All right, and then if you'd like to stay on and continue to watch, these cards were trying to come out. The Devil card as well as the Page of Wands. Page of Wands card can speak of a player being involved. It can also speak of good news coming in. But the Devil card speaks of toxic situations, things that are rather addictive. And I feel like I'm going to say that the overall theme of this is misguided passion. That's what's going on here. Misguided passion. Okay, let's go ahead and pull 3 of those Doreen Virtue cards in reference to what Spirit has to say in reference to this relationship. Like I said, once again, there could be a Capricorn, an Aquarius, or a fire sign involved. There can also be an earth sign involved. Air, fire, earth is what I see. All right, I'm just waiting for these cards to come out. Oh, so many. Ooh. All right, so we have 2 more cards. All right, so we have a couple of cards that flew out. I was only supposed to do 3. I'm gonna read these other 2. Okay. Let your friends help you. Ask and accept support from others. And it also says deception. Someone is wearing a false mask, a false self mask, in this relationship. Let your friends help, right? Ask and accept support from others. Pay attention to the red flags, the signs of cautioning you. Forgiving and learning, okay? Forgiving and learning. It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment, okay? Passion, allow your heart and your soul to sing with joy, okay? So, that's the first portion of the reading, okay, Libra? If you wish to exit, this is the time. We're now going to get into the extended portion of the reading. Okay. I'm going to be clarifying with my Egyptian tarot cards because I like that. All right. All right. So let's see. Actions needed, right? Who is, I don't know, there may be some overspending in reference to this relationship. Okay. So let's see. The 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Let me see. Let me clarify this further. All right. In order to feel abundant, you're gonna need to go ahead and be a little bit more giving in order to feel abundant. It's going to bring abundance to all of those around you. Okay. Everyone's going to feel a little bit more abundant. And what you can't control, let's go ahead and clarify that. The Page of Pentacles. Let's go ahead and clarify that. Way too many cards. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle that again. Okay. All right. The King of Swords. Okay. So what you cannot control. And then we have the King of Swords. This is echoing the King of Swords, except it's upright and reverse. You can't control going back in between these two. You're great when you're upright, and then when you're not the best to be around. So, see? And you may also have children. You may need to be a little bit gentler with them. Or the person that you're with may be a little bit younger than you, and you may need to be a little bit more gentle with them. I don't know, Libra. I feel like I say this all the time. They can't see the bigger picture necessarily the way you do. They may be looking at the details. They may be looking at minor portions of the big picture. Be patient. Be patient. The Strength card is here as well as echoed the Page of Pentacles. Be patient, because whoever you're dealing with, their energy is, I think, maybe a little bit more immature than yours. Not in a bad way. They're just not there yet. And if just give them a chance, they can grow into that, but they're not there yet, right? Okay. Your highest level of performance or current position. Okay. The Emperor, right, is clarified by all of this. I don't know. I feel like you guys, in a way, you like your control. And that's okay. That's okay. Just make sure that you're in your highest vibration if you're going to lead. If you're going to lead, you have to be the type of leader that can lead despite of, maybe any negative feelings, because this is important in order to not make the people around you miserable. Okay? All right. So we have the Knight of Swords. Once again, very fast-moving energy. Okay. So I feel like in your highest level of performance, clarified, right? You can be the Emperor, right? Or you can be the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords can be a rather reckless energy. And I feel like that's what's going on here. There's a duality of sorts involved with you in this relationship and the way that your partner is seeing you. Now, that being said, I find that interesting. I mean, because you guys are Libras, you know? So I definitely find that interesting. Excuse me, my phone is ringing. Anyway. So now we're clarifying the last position. Actually, no, we have to clarify. Well, I don't really think we need to clarify, change, or improve that position. The fifth card position. We got you being stuck in your head and you're unable to make a decision. I don't think we need clarification on that. I think it's obvious. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Swords repeated in reverse. I feel like that may be the toxic part of the situation. The fact that you kind of get caught up in your head and you go into a cyclical motion, which kind of holds you and your partner bound. I think that that's what that's meaning, okay? Page of Wands is here as well as the Star card. Let's see exactly what the Spirit wants to say in reference to that. We have Ace of Swords, okay? We have Ace of Swords. I feel like the Ace of Swords was here, but it was not upright. So the Ace of Swords is echoed again, right? And why is this happening? It was, maybe the truth was not spoken when it needed to be spoken. There can be a fire sign that is not, serving to their highest potential as well. I do see that. Okay. And then we have a lot of maybe negative thought. Okay. I don't really feel like there was cheating involved. All right. Okay, let's see. So we have one more position. Oh, wait, no, we already did that position. The best outcome, right? We did that. Best case scenario. Yeah. All right, so since we already did the best case scenario, I'm going to move on. The last thing that we need to do is to grab 3 of these spirit message cards, okay? Self-sabotage. Oh, yeah. Okay? If this is to work out, self-sabotage has no place, okay? When you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it is not others that prevents you from achieving your true goals. It is the inner voice that derails you from the carefully woven plan. And I feel like that's what it was referring to when it was speaking about the duality here between the Emperor and the Knight of Swords. Okay, that's the duality. All right. Now, this next card speaks about synchronicity. Are you noticing the signs and the synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending you at this time? People and situations in your life are not appearing by coincidence. In reality, they are being guided to you from spirit, and they want to help you for a specific reason. The last one is soul solitude, okay? And it says your soul needs attention. There are moments when it is important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet. A place for your soul solitude. This is a time to pause and a time to reflect. It is a time for you. Okay? So, Libra, we've come to the end of your reading. Okay? You watch me read all these cards in my grandma's sweater. Literally. and my great aunt sweater. All right. And we're done now at this point. Remember what I said, you know, like, share, subscribe. Come visit me at thejourneyofself.org. Please give me some things that I can share on my website, some inspirational points from yourself and the people around you. You can send it to thejourneyofself@gmail.com. Okay? Have a great rest of your day, guys. Namaste.